flawlessly.Ms.Rema, a one combined to one another. In the stunning scenario of environmental pollution and natural disasters, climate change, it has become mandatory to think and explore devise certain strategies to safeguard our mother nature. In connection with National Science Day, we 7th graders are proudly presenting a panel discussion on the topic of great relevance, climate change. Is it something to worry about? I'm Krishna, the moderator. Our panel members are Sridhi to share his views on what are the causes of climate change, Adilakshmi about what are the factors contributing climate change, Anshika, how does human beings contribute global warming, and Alvin on the consequences of climate change. We observe National Science Day on 28 February annually. It fosters the scientific temper, develops curiosity, observation, and inquisitive skill of science students. How does man's interference and other natural causes contribute global warming and the hazards follow? This is our topic for discussion today. Let's invite our first panelist, Sridhi, to share his views on what are the causes of climate change.
Some of the major causes of climate change are burning fossil fuels, landfills, farming livestock, overfishing, offshore drilling, manufacturing goods, and pollution caused by human activities. Some of the natural causes are climate change is caused by the release of greenhouse gases such as nitrous oxide, carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, and fluorinated gases into the atmosphere. Reflection or absorption of the sun's energy, global warming, overutilization and exploitation of natural resources, ocean acidification, ozone layer depletion, volcanic eruptions, the Earth's orbital changes, and solar radiations.
Yes, now Adilakshmi, please come out with your views. Let me come to my topic in detail. Natural factors contributing climate change. I wish to share a unique information with you. The green alert in the Arabian Sea, popularly known as sea ghosts or blue tears. Algal blooms are a global phenomenon. The twice-a-year algal bloom phenomenon that extends from the Gulf of Oman to India is attributed to climate change. It poses threat to fish and human beings. Volcanic eruption can result in floods, mudslides, drinking water contamination, and wildfires. Excellent. All of us should be conscious of our actions and its results. Shall I invite our next panelist? Anshika. Happy to share my personal views with you. Believe it or not, the fact is that Earth is becoming warmer due to the increase of carbon dioxide emission. Global temperature is increasing at an alarming rate, causing icebergs to melt, which threatens polar bear habitats and causes disasters to the human race. How to stop global warming? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce carbon dioxide emission. Use non-degradable materials. Recycle resources. Remember, this is your Earth and it's alive. Do your part to help combat global warming now. Another aspect is the increased concentration of toxic gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, etc. in the air. The chlorofluorocarbons let to the air and contribute to global warming and ozone layer depletion and all hazards follow. And this is the turn of Alvin to share his views.
I think the major consequences we face today because of man's interference into nature are changing season patterns, aggressive soil erosion, soil biodiversity loss, declining organic matter, landslides, desertification, increased temperature, rise of sea level, increase of CO2 in the air, and so on.
Good. All of your views are wonderful.
Okay, fine, Alvin. I have few more points to ponder. G20 group of 20 is the intergovernmental forum comprising 19 sovereign countries. to address major issues related to global economy, climate change, and sustainable development. Climate change mitigation, decarbonization, action to limit the climate change. This action either reduce emissions of greenhouse gases or remove those gases from the atmosphere. The reason rising global temperature is mostly due to emissions from burning fossil fuels such as natural gases and coal.
True, these are the major factors. Desert formation is influenced by the cold ocean currents along the western coast of tropical and subtropical continents. Due to oral dehydration effects, there is fog and most places are dry due to loss of moisture. From the snow-white Himalayas to the emerald hills of the Western Ghats, from the dazzling sands of the sun-baked Thar Desert to the manicured tea gardens of Assam, our country is also blessed with an astounding spectrum of topography and habitats which are home to an equally rich varieties of flora and fauna. It is our responsibility to protect our planet. Let's think about man's role in making the sizzling Sahara. Was man to blame for sizzling Sahara? Archaeologist Devi from Seoul National University, South Korea, said that in East Africa there are long-established theories of how Neolithic populations change the landscape so profoundly that monsoons stop penetrating so far inland. Evidence of human-driven ecological and climate change have been documented in North America, New Zealand, and several parts of the world. Across the Sahara region, the spread of scrub vegetation an indicator of an ecological shift towards desert-like conditions.
As an addition to this, let me speak. But all problems are having solution. Keep our planet cool. It is the only place for us to live on. I agree with you, Anshika. Follow the 3 R's. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Trees are nature's gift of life to us. Preserve nature, grow trees. Trees stabilize temperature. Preserve our wildlife, without which our global ecosystem will collapse. To reduce emissions, conservation of energy, transition to sustainable energy sources, increasing efficiency, removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, for example, by enlarging forests, by restoring wetlands, and so on. Uses of alternative sources of energy, for example, by wind power and solar energy.
Shall I add on some more points? Actually, India is largely a tropical country. The summer is from March to May and it rains from June to November across India. But we experience it in a different manner now. Thus, we are now aware of the factors prevailing around us that causes hazardous living situation for all living things on earth. Clean air, water, and sustainable climate are indispensable human rights. And solving this crisis is not a question of politics. It's our moral obligation, if admittedly a daunting one. The climate emergency is a race we are losing, but it is a race we can win. Like Mrs. Greta Thunberg, the Swedish climate activist, we, the responsible caretakers of India, should come forward to raise public awareness about climate change. As students, we should be the responsible caretakers of our environment and should give awareness to others to protect it in order to make our planet a better place to live. Thank you.